Good morning, dear students. I am Rupesh, faculty of Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi, and today in this video lecture I am going to teach you physics for class 9th. And the topic will be third law of motion. Now, what does this third law of motion states? Now, third law of motion states that to every action there is always equal and opposite reaction. To every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Now, whenever you're going to do some action, there will be equal and opposite reaction. Suppose one body, that is a ball, say if it collides with this box and applies a force, say this ball is A and this block is B, then if ball A hits the block B, then if suppose the force applied by ball on the block is FAB and the force applied by block on the ball is FBA, so according to the third law of motion, FAB is equal to FBA. That is, I'm talking about the magnitude of force. So the magnitude of force is going to be equal. So this force by which will be applied by the ball on the block will be FAB, and this will be acting in this direction, and the force which will be applied by the block on the ball will be acting in this direction, and the magnitude of both the forces will be equal. Is it clear? But if I talk about the direction also, if I am including the direction, that is FAB, then it will be minus FBA. That will be equal to minus FBA. Why it is minus? Because that is including the direction, that this force will be acting suppose in this direction, then this will be in this direction. That is, they will be acting in opposite direction, and then these forces are going to be equal. Is it clear? So every action there will be equal and opposite reaction. Suppose you punch on the wall, and when you punch on the wall, if your punch, that is your hand, is going to apply some force on the wall, say FAW, okay, then the wall is also going to apply the same amount of force on your hand, that is FWA. Is it clear? So to every action there is always equal and opposite reaction. So what is important here to understand is that the action force, that is the force which has been applied, and the reaction force, that is which it has received back, these action and reaction force are going to act on two different body. Action and reaction forces are going to act on two different bodies. There will always, this is always going to happen, that action and reaction force are going to act on two different bodies. They never act on the same body. Suppose there is a table, say this is a table, right, and on this table there is a block capped, or you can say a book is capped on the table, right? Suppose it's a book. Just a minute, make it as a book. So this is a book capped on the table, and now suppose this book is capped on the table, and if something like the weight of the book acts on the table, then the weight of the book acts on the table, that is the action force is being done on the table, then the reaction force you're going to get on the book itself. So action force is on the table and the reaction force is on the book. So action and reaction force are always going to act on two different bodies. We have taken earlier, we have taken an example, say if you punch on a wall, then if you punch on a wall, then your action force will be done by hand on the wall, and this action force is on the wall, right, and the reaction force will be given on your hand, that will be done by the wall, and the reaction force will be on your hand. So action and reaction force are going to act on two different bodies. They are always going to act on two different bodies. Now let us understand what are the uses, or you can say where this third law of motion is applied, right? Some applications of third law of motion. So have you seen a helicopter? So helicopter, I cannot, my drawing is not that good, but still I'll try that. Suppose this is a helicopter, suppose this is a helicopter, right? Suppose this is a helicopter, somewhat like helicopter, right? So this is a helicopter. So have you seen that helicopter? What happens in the helicopter when these blades rotate at a very fast speed? They push the air downward. They push the air molecules downward, and the action force is done on these air particles, right? And the reaction force is being applied on these blades, and which makes the helicopter lift, right? So that helps the helicopter to fly. So this is the application of third law of motion. That is the flying of helicopter is based on the principle of third law of motion. Now rocket also, if you talk about rocket also, so in rocket also, that the principle of rocket, that is also the third law of motion. Why so? Because when it releases its propellant, right, when it propels its fuel or release its propellant, then action force is being done here on the propellant, and the reaction force is done on the rocket. So this also works on the principle of third law of motion. And one more important thing I would like to discuss here, that is important, why I would like to tell you that rocket can work in, that is, it can move in space also, where there is no atmosphere. There also rocket can move. Now don't think that, sir, there is no air, it's pushing air and it's moving in front. No, it's not happening that way. Rocket has his own propellant, उसके पास खुद का फ्यूल होता है. So it has its own propellant, and when it propels that fuel, so what happens that it does the action force on the propellant, and the reaction force is being applied on the rocket, and it can move in space. So rockets can move in space where there is no atmosphere, but whereas helicopter cannot, because helicopter simply it moves its blade to apply the force on air particles, and when there will be no air particles, where there will be no atmosphere, helicopter cannot fly. Is it clear? So I hope this is clear to you, that the third law of motion. Third law of motion. I think the third law of motion is clear to you guys, that to every action there is always equal and opposite reaction. And this one important thing which I have told you is that action and reaction force will always act on two different bodies. If suppose there is a body A and suppose there is a body B and they collide, if suppose body A applies a force FAB and body B applies a force FBA on collision, right, on each other, the force being applied by body A on B is FAB, and the force which has been applied by body B on A is FBA, then the magnitude of the force is going to be equal. And if you talk about the if you take the direction in consideration, then FAB will be equal to minus times FBA. Why I am taking here minus sign? Because the force are being applied in the opposite direction. So action and reaction force are going to act on two different bodies, and there are some there are some applications of this third law of motion, which I have two of them I have told you, and you can just go through the book and you can read for more. And one more important thing I have told you, that rockets can move in space. So don't ever get confused that if helicopter cannot move in space, or helicopter cannot work in vacuum, so rocket won't be able to work. It doesn't happen that way. Rocket can work in vacuum also. Is it clear? So I hope the third law of motion is clear to you, students, and I'll be bringing the questions related to the topic. So till then, bye dear students, and stay home, stay safe. I'll be bringing more video lectures where I'll make you understand the concept well. So stay tuned so that you can get the regular updates. Bye bye.